Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, O'Theone Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Hoagland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land, LLC, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, Wham! LLC and Dry Fork Supply, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, Crosby Chiropractic, The City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Northern Charm Boutique, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, Mirex Petroleum Corporation, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Ray Farmers Union Elevator, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, The Depot LLC, Big Memo Laser, T&T Measurements Incorporated, The Food Barn, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated, Sund Manufacturing, Sorensen Ranch, Western Education Regional Co-op, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of GameDay Media, LLP, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent by GameDay Media, LLP. Kyle Hansen is proud to be a Thrivent financial professional, providing personalized financial guidance to people of all stages of life. Thrivent believes humanity thrives when individuals make the most of what they've been given, and Kyle is here to help you do just that. Larson Vossen Agency, your Farmers Union Insurance agents located at 106 Main Street North in Crosby, North Dakota, offer multiple lines of insurance, including crop, farm and ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Give Chell or Robbie a call today at 701-965-6335.
Hey Dad, will you check the cows?
Use this instead, Grandpa. The cows look fine, Dad.
In my day, we had to sleep in the barn to check the cows.
Combining tradition and technology, respecting the past while embracing the future. RTC Networks.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga or shop online at acehardware.com. Good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome into Game Day Media for this afternoon's Division B, Region 3, District 5 Boys Basketball Saturday Showcase, live from Kurt Hadenfield Court in Ray, North Dakota. Thank you for choosing Game Day Media, your leader in live streaming sports coverage in Northwest North Dakota. My name is David Peterson, alongside my partner for this afternoon's broadcast, Noah Fredrickson. And today the Alexander Comets are bringing their 5-4 record fresh off of a come-from-behind win over the Trinity Christian Crusaders on Thursday night to Ray, as the Ray Jays put their 6-4 record on the line as they gear up to get a big district win and move closer to that number 1 seed in District 5. Welcome into our Border Plains Equipment pregame show, located right off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota. Your local Case IH dealer. Visit plainsag.com for local inventory and explore job opportunities. Again, I want to welcome Noah Fredrickson into the booth today. Noah, we had a long day of basketball on Thursday night. I know you saw these Ray Jays just on Thursday up in Kenmare, kind of put it to them. This is your probably second or third look at the Ray Jays. What are you going to be expecting from the Ray Jays tonight?
Yeah, every time I've watched the Ray Jays, they just continue to improve, and I was there calling the game in Kenmare, and they got on them early. They got up 17, but then Kenmare crept right back, and it was a 4-point game in the second quarter. And then Ray Jays responded yet again, and they ended up winning that one by about 25. It's just a young team that continues to get better and better, growing in experience, and I think this will be another good test for them.
Yeah, they got the killer bees. They got Bergstrom, Becker, Barman, Brody, and Parizek as their 5 that they go, averaging double digits for those 4 between Jace, Becker, go by JB, I love that nickname. Blake Bergstrom putting about 17 points, Jace putting about 17 points. The 8th grade 6'3" Ty Barman leading with 17.2 points per game. Brody Sinar 13.6, and Grady Parizek probably doesn't see the score record quite often, but he does everything physically and everything that a coach would want a player to do. The dirty work, let's say that.
Yeah, and I commented on that during the broadcast, is every good team that has high aspirations needs a player like Grady Parizek who can just come in and do the dirty work. He's got so many shot opportunities that he doesn't take because he just wants to swing the ball, get the ball moving. He's a great role player, and the Ray Jays are lucky to have him.
Yeah, he is for sure. This is their last 3 games. They're 2-1, putting up about 75 points per game, so it's over their season average of about 69.8, with wins coming at home against Partial North Shore Plaza, 90-72 back on January 7th. Then they went on a road trip that we saw in Powers Lake Burke Central last Friday night at the barn, where they fell to the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers 63-72. It was about an 8 to 10 point game all game long, and finally at the end the Ranchers just kind of flexed and squeezed and held them off for the remaining part of the game. And then just the other night on January 14th, Noah Fredrickson on the call up in Kenmare Bowbells. It was close right away, but the Ray Jays flexed at the very end and got it into 30 is what Coach Bergstrom said they wanted to do, and they finished off the game at 73-48. Let's flip the script on the other side. We saw the Comets earlier at the border battle down in Watford City, and they're led by their bigs. They got Colt Champion, a 6'7" sophomore. Look for him. He's the one getting above the rim, averaging about 15 points per game, shooting at about 57% from the field, averaging about 12 rebounds a game. And then right behind him, his little big brother, Jaden Champion, sitting at 6'3" with 12 points per game, followed by Jacob Novak with 10 points per game. But as we talk about the Alexander Comets, what do you know about Alexander? They probably were written off a little bit last year, and Coach A.J. Allard said, no, man. We're a good team. We know we're a good team. We're here to compete, and he's got them going in the right direction for sure. Yeah,
A.J. Allard is a great coach, and, you know, he's a defensive sound coach. They're one of the few teams where you look, they're giving up under 50 points a game. It's about 48.9. But then on the offense, they're kind of slow the pace down, find their bigs. They average about 53 on that, and so they know what they want to do, and they go out and they execute it pretty well. And I'm kind of excited to see these are 2 contrasting teams. You got the fast-paced Ray Jays and the slow it down, bruise them in the paint Alexander Comets, and we'll see who comes out on top.
Yeah, they average about 55 points per game, but in their last 4 games, they're off to a hot start. 3-1, 62 points per game back on January 7th. They just barely tipped over Divide County. We talked about it earlier off camera, but they got routed by the Maroons earlier in the season by like 27 points or something like that. So to flip the script and get a win by 4, and then just on January 10th they went on the road to Trenton and they took them down 56-42, big district win, and then they went non-conference and cross-region down into Belfield and put it to the Belfield Bantam 72-59 last Tuesday. And then just recently, one of the most exciting games that you'll probably see back on Thursday, they played the Trinity Christian Crusaders. And I was talking to the assistant coach, Trey Jacobson. He said, we just decided to play one good quarter that night, and they were able to come back from 17 down in the third quarter and get a win 58-56. So they know how to score the ball. They know what to do. And like you said, they got the bigs. It's two different contrasting teams. But I think we're in for a good one, no doubt. Thanks for joining Game Day Media live from the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk. We're going to send Noah Fredrickson down to talk to head coach A.J. Allard and head coach for the Ray Jays, Michael Bergstrom. We'll be back after this timeout.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
At DA Land LLC, our vision is to provide for the community in which we live and operate, providing a full line of skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, equine equipment, and much more. Shop our store in Tioga, North Dakota, or visit us online at daland-llc.com.
Otheon Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com. At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, La-Z-Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media. We sent Noah Fredrickson down courtside to match up and talk and see what the game plan is from head coach for the Alexander Comets, A.J. Allard. Take it away, Noah.
Yeah, down here for our Continental Resources coach's comments. I'm here with Coach Allard. Coach, riding a 3-game win streak. What have you liked from your team in the last 3 games?
Well, it hasn't been pretty. You know, we turn it on when we need to. Our last game versus Trinity Christian, we were down 17 going into the 4th, and boys turned it on and we got the win with, 2-point win. But yeah, we just need to bring that intensity in all 4 quarters, and that's what I'm looking for us tonight to do.
And then we just talked about that. Sometimes all it takes is one good quarter to somehow get a win, so good job on that one. And then talking a little bit about your defense, you're only giving up 49 points per game, 48.9 to be exact. One of the few teams that's really sound on defense. But on offense, it's about 53. What do you want to see more out of the offense to grow that number?
We've been really working on getting into the post. We got some big boys down there, than the champion boys. And my guards, I tell them, it's a luxury to have those big guys because you're going to get open shots on the 3-ball or taking it into the lane and stuff. So just use it as your benefit. Looking for the post as our first option.
Well, if you're averaging points than you give up, you're probably going to win a few games anyway. And then going against the Ray Jays team tonight that averages about 68, 69 points per game, how do you stop their fast-paced offense?
Yeah, we got to get back on defense, and we got to make sure we get a hand up. They're going to shoot the ball. They have a great IQ. They're a great IQ team, and we're going to have to play smart to hang with these guys and, again, stay out of foul trouble so my top 5 guys can be in the game the whole time.
Thanks, Coach, and good luck tonight. Back to you, David.
Hey, thank you, Freddie, as he gathers Michael Bergstrom, the head coach from the Ray Boys basketball team. We're going to take a quick timeout, and on the other side of the break, we'll meet up with Coach Bergstrom. At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit surusvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
Hey, I told you he was going to track Coach Bertram down. Take it away, Noah.
Yeah, more Continental Resources coaches' comments. Now I'm here with head coach Michael Bergstrom. Michael, 2-3 in the last 5. You're starting to find some consistency, but where do you really find that as you come into this hard stretch in January?
Well, you know, those 3 losses are all in single digits. Teams that are either ranked or getting votes on a lot of them. So, you know, it was pretty good competition, but you know, we just got to keep on doing what we do, play to our standards, and you know, take every game the same, you know, with the same approach, and we do that. We're gonna be fine.
And then we talked about it a little bit before, but Alexander's probably one of the best defenses you've played all year. What's the offensive attack, and how do you keep up that almost 70 points per game scoring?
We're gonna try to push it on them, and then just, you know, play within ourselves. Let ball movement create advantages for us, and we have advantage when we have an advantage to go ahead and score on it.
And then we've talked about it a few times now that we've had probably 5-year games now, but struggling with foul trouble. Both teams struggle with foul trouble. How can you make sure the Ray Jays aren't the one that struggles tonight?
Playing with our feet instead of our hands. You know, we're undersized, and sometimes we start pushing a little bit too much.
All right, Coach, thank you, and good luck tonight. Back to you, David.
Hey, thank you, Noah. When we come back from this next time out, we're going to be closing in on the Northwest Therapy Services first tip-off of this highly touted Region 3 District 5 boys basketball game here from Kurt Hadenfield Court, live from Ray, North Dakota. We will be back after this timeout.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent. Located in Tioga, North Dakota, WHAM LLC and Dry Fork Supply are companies that specialize in gas flow measurement and equipment, along with a fully stocked oil field parts and supply warehouse in the Bakken. Give them a call at 701-664-9425 or stop by today.
Located in Powers Lake, North Dakota, the Country Store has what you need. From hardware to everyday essentials, including FR clothing, power tools, and even embroidery and screen printing. You can find most everything at the Country Store. There's always a friendly face willing to help you find what you need at the Country Store. Jared and Brenda invite you to visit them on Main Street in Powers Lake. The Country Store has been in business for almost 50 years. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Give us a call at 701-464-5434 today.
Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
Welcome to the Western Education Regional Cooperative Center. We support 33 member school districts across Western North Dakota. Our commitment is to serve schools, teachers, and students. Our staff delivers impactful professional development for educators. We create opportunities for collaboration among districts. We help students engage with regional industries. Let's go to work. Call us at 701-741-3678 for more information.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at hauglandinsuranceservices.com.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you by
Dr. Cammie Wehrman has been serving the Crosby area with entire family chiropractic care for 20 years. specializing in back and neck pain, headaches, and sports injuries. We also carry a full line of Nutridyne supplements. To schedule an appointment today, call 701-965-3222.
Murex Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. To start a great career, visit murexpetroleum.com.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media. My name is David Peterson alongside Noah Fredrickson. And this afternoon's basketball game between the Alexander Comets and the Ray Jays, I just want to make mention that we should all be jealous of where Radio Randy, Fancy Randy, the Bowlin' Randy, he's taken up some time down in Chandler, Arizona. And I just want him to know that right now in Ray, North Dakota, it feels like negative 47. And it does.
It does.
And in Chandler, Arizona, it feels like 67 degrees. So almost 80, 90 degrees difference between the two communities. So enjoy your trip, Randy, Dad, as I call him. We're going to miss you this week. Maybe a little bit shorthanded this week as we take a look at this next coming week's broadcast. We are going to be starting the week off hot right on Tuesday night with a boys matchup between the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. They come to Tioga to take on the Tioga Pirates, who just got a W according to the ND score feed, taking down Drake Animus 67-49 on the road down in Drake. And then on Thursday, we're going to have coverage of the Divide County Maroons, the red-hot Divide County Maroons, coming in to Tioga to take on the Tioga Pirates boys basketball team, getting a big last-second win. The boys did over the Trenton Tigers last night. Zach Johnson and his team putting together a nice campaign thus far.
Yeah, Stockton Nelson hit the game winner. I saw that on Facebook.
I love that. I love that you can see that stuff all on Facebook. It share the feeds. These kids do incredible things every night. And finally on Friday, we're going to round out our week with a doubleheader with these very Ray Jays heading up to Barry Hagan Court in Crosby, North Dakota, to take on the Divide County Maroons with a boys-girls doubleheader. The girls will tip everything off at 6 o'clock, and the boys will wrap up the show at 7 o'clock on Friday night, next Friday. Once again, my name is David Peterson alongside Noah Fredrickson. If you haven't done so already, make sure you find us on YouTube. Find us on Game Day Media ND on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Like all of our feeds. Share our feeds. We got a big following. We'd like to get that up more. We want to get more games out and promote everybody more than we already are doing. We're also on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook at Game Day Media. That's where we highlight all of our kids. Our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, our Haugland Insurance Services Player of the Week. We got clips. I'm finally figuring out how to get the reels and the clips. I'm trying to be a young person trying to figure out how to do all this stuff, but it's a lot of fun doing that. So make sure you find us out on Facebook and share our feed, share everything as the clock is rounding down. And we are going to be turning it over to the public address announcer for our starting lineups presented by The Country Store in Powers Lake, North Dakota. The Country Store, if they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Anything to add, Noah, before we start? Some dead time here.
Yeah, I'm just I'm excited. I talked about this a little bit before, but I just want to see how these two different styles meet on the court and how it ends up working out. If Ray can run it up and down on them, or if Alexander's defense is good enough to slow down the fast-paced Ray J offense.
Yeah, you had a great comment about, they're two different teams, the bigs versus the small. What's going to happen? Foul trouble, and we will shortly find out.
All right, we would like to welcome you to our game of the Alexander Comets against your Ray Jays. Welcoming the away team on the scoreboard, the Alexander Comets. Number 3, junior Porter Soyseth. Number 5, junior Jacob Novak. Number 10, sophomore Julian Grant. Number 25, junior Jaden Champion. And number 32, sophomore Colt Champion. The Comets coached by AJ Allard and assisted by Trey Jacobson. And now your Ray Jays. Starting at number 0, freshman Jace Becker. Number 1, junior Grady Parizek. Number 2, freshman Blake Bergstrom. Number 5, 8th grader Ty Barman. And number 24, junior Brody Seiner. The Jays are coached by Michael Bergstrom and assisted by Arlie Larson, Matt Ray, and yours truly.
Thank you, Tyler Deering, for our public address. And this is, again, our country lineups, our country store starting lineup for the Comets. They go this way: Soyseth, Novak, Julian Gant, Champion, and his brother Colt Champion, the 6'7" Colt Champion. And the Ray Jays, the first possession goes to the Alexander Comets, and we're off. Big steal here by Ty Barman. Ty Barman hitting in left side with a reverse layup, short on the layup. Another offensive rebound for Grady Parizek with the bump. Jarek Hansen, one of our officials tonight, as we take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay.
Yeah, Barman's going to be huge. If he can be aggressive against those Alexander bigs, the Ray Jays have that advantage. It's just 8th grader versus a few older bigs. It's going to be a fun matchup, but they're going to call this on the ground now.
Yeah, Colt Champion getting his first personal foul, first team foul, with about 14 seconds off the clock, and that's not what AJ Allard wants to have happen.
Not at all.
No, his big. He needs him to be in the game the entire time, but ball swung over to Bergstrom, back over to Barman, high on the top, hits Brody Seiner, a nice 15-foot jump shot. Brody Seiner connects for our first 2 points of the opening tip-off presented by Northwest Therapy Services.
Yeah, that was just a great jab step, pull-up jumper by Seiner. If he gets going early, look out for the Ray Jays.
I love what Brody Seiner can do for the team. Kind of the quiet, but gets about 13.5 points per game and does a lot for these Ray Jays. Nice-looking player as Bergstrom with a little hesitation and a floater, and that is a shot that I know for a fact he's probably shot that about 30,000 times.
And on these rims, too, so you know he's going to get the rolls.
As Porter Soyseth making the start, we talked earlier to AJ Allard that he thought Shane Cross was maybe going to get the start, but just due to the personnel that Ray can run, he needed a little bit more activity and agility, and starting Porter Soyseth as we go here. Grady Parizek high off the side. Blake Bergstrom looking to pull the trigger. Back over to Brody Seiner. Back to Blake Bergstrom. Back to the 8th grader. Drives the middle. Covers the ball. Goes up with contact. Foul made by number 25, I believe, Jaden Champion.
If Ty Barman can play with that aggressiveness all season and all throughout his high school career, man, he's going to average a lot of points, and he's going to get to the free throw line a lot.
Yeah, he shoots the ball so well. The 8th grader does, connecting on his first from the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. Ty Barman goes to the line on the foul, the second team foul by the Alexander Comets. Is good. 2 points, 2 free throws for Ty Barman as Ray looks to get into a 1-2-2 press with a big turnover by Alexander, by Ty Barman, and up to Jace Becker. Rattled around the rim, but I kind of wonder if that should have been goaltending at some point.
See, I've always said that. I feel like that needs to be goaltending when you slap the backboard and it's shaking back and forth.
Yeah,
especially on that one.
It definitely caused the backboard to swing as Ray is trying to get into this 1-2-2 press, and it's up to number 25, Jaden Champion, and he buries it from three. The Tioga Ace Hardware three-point line gets them on the board. Nice looking shot from Jaden Champion.
That's a huge three from Champion. They were kind of struggling to get into their half-court sets, and then he's wide open and he makes them pay.
Shot put up by Brody Signer. Board cleared by Colt Champion. His real name is Jason Champion. I'd like to know how he got the nickname Colt.
Maybe if he gets Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, we can ask him.
Could be a question here. Ball taken away by Ty Barman on the cutting. Champion pushed up to Jace Becker, over to Grady Parizek. Parizek trying to get the motion going. Ty Barman picks up his dribble. Bergstrom a little hesitation. Over to Parizek on the bottom side of the three-point line. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ball's kicked back into Brody Signer, looking to get the ball down into Jace Becker land, down on the block. Closing in on 10 seconds. Ball taken away, second turnover by the Ray Jays, and up big, fast for Jaden Champion. Offensive rebound by number 5, Jacob Novak, and in for 2.
Now, if the Comets can find some transition offense, that's really going to open up their offensive game.
Absolutely, yeah. They like to transition as well. They're big, they can move, as the Ray Jays like to push the ball, but this first couple minutes, the Alexander Comets can push the ball as well. Nice dribble drive. Dump off from Ty Barman over to his buddy Jace Becker for 2 more. Our NCC scoreboard reads this way: the Ray Jays 8, the Alexander Comets 5, as Colt Champion, the big man, with the handles, no good. Got to convert those as Blake Bergstrom heads the other way. A little bit of hesitation, up and under, beautiful footwork. Jace Becker comes in looking for some contact. No contact there, so I thought it was maybe a foul.
If this is going to be a game where the refs let it be a little physical, that really is an advantage to the Comets with their size and their ability to play in the paint.
Sorseth over to Champion, back over to Gant, and now back into Champion, over to Gant, the 6'3". Nice entry play. Offensive rebound from his own miss. Another one missed. You got to convert those, big man. Ty Barman cleans it up, and the Ray Jays head this way.
Yeah, they've missed a lot of easy bunnies. Those are going to be important going down the stretch.
Jace Becker looking for a reverse layup, trying to take baseline, and I believe that might be Colt Champion's second personal foul already.
Yeah, you're right.
Big second personal foul for Colt Champion, the 6'7" sophomore. His coach told me that he's now stretched to 6'8". You and I will never see that, my man.
Nope.
So
sad.
As Champion heads to the bench, bringing in Shane Cross, seeing his first action of this afternoon's matchup. Some scores called in from across the state. West Hope Newburgh is taking on Bottineau. The number 9 West Hope Newburgh is 7-2, and Bottineau's 5-5. Check everything on ND score feed.
Comets trying to beat him deep here. Another missed easy bunny. They gather it though, and there's Champion. 1 for 2. Both coaches kind of seem happy with the flow of the game right now. Neither of them rushing to call a timeout.
Yeah, and both of them been grizzled vets for how long that they've been with the program. Alexander had a huge successful season last year, just like Blake Bergstrom got away with the travel.
I thought he slid that foot too.
Ty Barman not having the luck at the rim like you historically see, but Leon Brackey says it's out on the Ray Jays, and Alexander Comets basketball in brings Ethan Gillespie, number 15. Gillespie is have to find him on the other roster.
There's the defensive back, Parizek, and that's why he's the backup quarterback.
Yeah, he came in, stepped in big time in their first round playoff win against the Kenmare Bowbells Burke Central Honkers early back in football season when Gillespie Novak was out with some shoulder issues. Gillespie got him the win, played big, and then they run into the animal of the West Hope Newburgh Glenburn Sioux as another turnover. They're 4th on the quarter, as Jarek Hansen says you can't go from this side to that side of the line, causing an over and back violation.
Yeah, this full court press is kind of flustering the Comets right now. You can kind of see they're not confident with the ball and with their passes because they haven't got many shots, and the ones they have, they've missed easy bunnies.
They've missed easy bunnies, yeah. Ball inputted by Blake Bergstrom over into Jace Becker, trying to get some footwork in the undersized Jace Becker. Blake Bergstrom from 3 is good.
Seems like the rim's a little bigger for Bergstrom right now. He's not having any problems.
Is Tioga Ace Hardware three-pointer, giving him his 5th point of the game thus far. Ball's over to number 5, Jacob Novak, puts it up, just rattles in and out, off rebound by Bergstrom. Trips up himself over to Ty Barman, up the court to Brody Seiner, back over to Bergstrom, looking to get things set up, probably get some motion here, get everybody moving a little bit more.
That's what they like to go, is down to Becker in the post.
They like to get Becker in the post, and he's got some footwork that looks like about a senior in high school's footwork as Blake Bergstrom hits one off back iron, out of bounds. Out of bounds. When we come back from this timeout, our Souris Valley Dental Group timeout, the Alexander Comets, trailing by 7, are going to look to make a push.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Dr. Cammie Wehrman has been serving the Crosby area with entire family chiropractic care for 20 years, specializing in back and neck pain, headaches, and sports injuries. We also carry a full line of Nutridyne supplements. To schedule an appointment today, call 701-965-3222.
Murex Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. To start a great career, visit MurexPetroleum.com.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media. My name is David Peterson, alongside my partner for this afternoon's broadcast, the great Noah Fredrickson.
Oh, yeah.
As Alexander Comets looking to push, ball in the hands of number 5, Jacob Novak, kind of getting everybody set. Ball pushed over to Jaden Champion, dropped down to number 11, Shane Cross, with a turnover, their 5th of the quarter.
Those are the plays you can't have if you're the Comets. You finally get into a half-court set, you can set it up, get it to your post, and then when you try to get it to your post, you turn it over.
Yeah.
Aren't winning plays.
For sure, yeah. No real substitutions from the Ray Jays quite yet. The Ray Jays typically only play about 7 players. They get Colton Grove coming in off the bench, Landon Barman coming in off the bench, do a nice job for Coach Bergstrom. And another short bench for the Comets. They only got 9 players on their team as the Bergstrom hits one from deep, no good. Seiner skies for the rebound, gets caught down low, keep that ball up high. Big rebound from Jaden Champion of the Alexander Comets. Ball back into the point guard's hands. Jacob Novak getting the ball in motion. Number 11, Shane Cross, puts up a Tioga Ace Hardware three-pointer, no good. Ball rebounded uncontested by Brody Seiner. Brody Seiner looking to get over to Bergstrom. Bergstrom trying to drive in. Another lot of driving, tucks it in. The jump ball. Not having a whole lot of success on that as we take a look at that replay here.
No, they keep trying to go to this kind of dribble handoff from Bergstrom to Barman, and that time it gets tied up. And then the other ones, he did draw a couple fouls on that same play, but you like to see them getting Barman involved.
Yeah, I like what Barman can do driving into the basket like that, but he's got, the ball is really low, and Barman playing free safety there. Ball's up quick to Bergstrom, over to his cousin JB. JB off back iron, no good. JB being Jace Becker. Rebounded by number 11, Shane Cross, pushed up to Novak, up to Champion. Beautiful transition work from the Alexander Comets as number 15, Ethan Gillespie, looking over to Leon Brackey like, hey, man, I got raked right there.
Yeah. Both teams are honestly kind of struggling with these little easy bunnies.
Yeah, maybe it's Saturday. Maybe they're concerned about what's going on in the football playoffs. But how about being a sports fan right now? The amount of sports that's going on. You got your Fighting Irish looking to get a national championship on Monday.
Yeah, I saw a height video last night, and I had to watch it about 20 times. I was ready to run through a wall.
And your wife's sitting over there, hey, shut that off. I need to go to bed.
Yep.
Closing under 30 seconds here in the opening quarter of play as ball stripped by the Ray Jays. Brody Seiner's in big trouble there. Ball off. Looks like they're going to maybe ring up Julian Gant.
Yeah, they were letting him play aggressive until that last one. They finally called a foul.
Yeah, Shane Cross picking up his first personal foul. Seeing his first action of the night is Colin Spell, number 12, sending Julian Gant to the line, or to the bench. Got 4 team fouls for the Alexander Comets and 0 for the Ray Jays. Ray Jays probably looking to hold for one possession here. 10 seconds
Tough
underneath.
shot.
And a beautiful take by Brody Seiner, getting his points again.
His mid-range is one of the greatest I've seen in North Dakota sports.
At the buzzer, shot put up by Ethan Gillespie, no good. And our NCC scoreboard looks this way after quarter number 1. The Ray Jays 14, the Alexander Comets 5. We'll be back after this timeout.
Based in Williston, North Dakota, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated is a veteran-owned and managed company. Busy Bees services include water hauling, hot oil services, cap string flushes, and much more. Busy Bees will approach any job, no matter how large or small, with 100% safety and commitment. We pride ourselves on giving back to the community that has given so much to us. Looking for the perfect career? Consider Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated. Find them at busybeeshotoilinc.com or give them a call at 701-572-9303 today. At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, your local Case IH dealer, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, your local Case IH dealer.
Welcome back into Ray, North Dakota as we start our Northwest Therapy Services second quarter with locations in Williston, North Dakota, and right here in Ray, North Dakota. High atop Kurt Hadenfield Court as Ray Jays get first possession. Ball in Jace Becker's hands. Grady Prezick takes the rest for this opening quarter, second quarter with Colton Grove, and a beautiful backdoor cut from Ty Barman from his buddy Jace Becker.
Yeah, it really doesn't get better than that. The quarterback connects with his receiver right there on that one, and then Barman on the other hand gets the steal like a cornerback.
And transition layups. Jace Becker puts two more on the board. Tallying is to 5 as the Ray Jays extend their lead 18-5 on our NCC scoreboard. The Alexander Comets throw it to Amanda Cooper in the second row.
This is when the Ray Jays are at their best. They're getting quick buckets in the half-court offense. They're setting up their full-court press. They're getting steals, getting more easy buckets. And then the Comets are just starting to throw the ball anywhere they want, out of bounds even.
Not real defensive stressed on that end of the floor. You know, the defense isn't that sticky down there. They're just shooting themselves in the foot, I guess.
For sure.
Ball into Jace Becker's hands. Jace Becker looks to turn the corner over to his cousin Blake Bergstrom, over to Ty Barman. Ty Barman looking to get a little bit of high-low action with Jace Becker as they're going to maybe look for a little bit of a mismatch with Porter Soyseth here as JB goes to work. Short, rattles around, gets that home court roll, getting two more, tallying his total to 7.
That's just a tough bucket. That's what you got to expect from JB.
Ball pushed up to Novak. Novak holds the dogs and says, hey, let's figure something out as Ty Barman stretches his defense out. Ball over to Colt Champion, over to Porter Soyseth. Nice looking three-pointer from Julian Gant. Off, no good. Offensive rebound by number 25, Jaden Champion. Cross-court pass to Jacob Novak, up and no good. Big rebound from Ty Barman, the 8th grader. Pushes up to Blake Bergstrom, looking to get a little bit of a teardrop. Doesn't have numbers, is able to kick it out over to Colton Grove. Colton Grove looking to get it to Ty Barman, swings it over to Blake Bergstrom. Looking to get that mismatch again as Ty Barman's trying to get something over in the corner, getting a lot of attention from Julian Gant. Jace Becker with a little bit of a baby hook, up and no good, and causing the worst foul in basketball, 80 feet from the basket.
80 feet from the basket, yeah. Those ones are tough ones. It's really bad when the other team's shooting, so I mean, one of these you can live with, but not the smartest play.
Substitution for the Ray Jays as Grady Perizic checks back in for Colton Grove. Good minutes from Colton Grove as the Ray Jays put a little bit of half-court pressure on. And Jacob Novak throws it off the backboard. I think I would have maybe looked to get that corner in that press break. Just the press is causing some issues, and it's really not a real tough defensive press.
They're not thinking before they pass at all. That's what's getting them into trouble, is they're not just slowing it down. They're getting too flustered.
And here comes the floater from Bergstrom. Bumped by Jace Becker. A little bit of incidental contact, I think, there, but Jacob Novak drawing the foul as Jace Becker is now getting his second personal foul, second team foul of the half. And the Ray Jays are looking again to get into a 1-2-2 press. Got to find that middle as Colt Champion floats one over to number 3, Porter Soyseth. Soyseth over to the big man. I think that was blocked by Barman.
I think it was.
Just barely got it with his fingernail as Barman pushes to Bergstrom up court, back over to Perizic, over to Barman, goes baseline, gets a big one, no good there. soft touch. I think Barman getting a little bit frustrated with some contact down there.
Yeah, it's definitely an aggressive type game, and he'll get to the line if he just continues to be aggressive.
Just got to keep doing what you're doing. Put your nose to the grindstone as the Alexander Comets swing it out as Novak dives in. A big offensive rebound from Colt Champion, missing his third attempt down on there as Bergstrom looks to push again. The running Ray Jays are out. Jace Becker pops it from the Tioga Ace Hardware three-point line, and it's good.
I was going to talk about that earlier. Becker hasn't been shooting the three as often as I've seen him in previous years, but he gets that one to go.
A good-looking inside-outside freshman. I said it earlier, one of the best probably low-post players, undersized, but his ability to get you moving all over the place, as I think the Ray Jays are looking for an offensive foul as tight. There's an offensive foul, I guess, right there from Colt Champion.
And Becker's averaging about 17, 6, and 5 or something like that as a freshman. So when he's a junior, senior, I bet that stat line reads something like 22, 11, and 11. He's just that kind of player.
Yeah, he's a beautiful-looking player. A lot of work put in by Ty Barman, no doubt. But in the meantime, Colt Champion just picked up his third personal foul, heads to the bench. He got an offensive foul. I think he pushed a little bit too much on Ty Barman, trying to get a little bit of position as ball's kicked over to Jace Becker. Jace Becker doing a little bit of dribbling right into the lane. The Ray Jays do this a lot. They dish and dive. Beautiful take from Brody Siner as we take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay.
He's just being aggressive. He's really getting good at that jump stop. You call it doing the gauntlet, and he finishes that one.
Yeah, just splits the defense as Alexander comes the other way. Ball high on the right side of the court by number 5, Jacob Novak. Jacob Novak again. Ball seems to get in his hands and kind of gets everybody reset. Ball pushed baseline over to Julian Gant. Julian Gant to Porter Soyseth for 3.
Did they need that or what?
A huge answer from Porter Soyseth. And a Tioga Ace Hardware three-pointer. A couple consistent points from the Alexander Comets. Can they make a push? We'll be back.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Established in 1938, Ray Farmers Union Elevator is now your full-service grain and agronomy service facility in Northwest North Dakota. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we can assist you with everything from buying the seed in the spring to burn down in the fall. Get more done in a day with Ray Farmers Union Elevator.
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media. My name is David Peterson, high atop Kurt Hadenfield Court as we take a up-close personal look at the Alexander Comets as we want to make mention our booster club, our Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club. Thank you, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, for being a proud Game Day Media supporter. They do a lot over in Powers Lake, supporting the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws and the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. As the timeout taken by Coach Bergstrom, trying to get something set up with 3 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the second quarter. The Ray Jays up big, 25-8 on our NCC scoreboard. As Ray Jays, ball in the hands of Brody Siner, looks for a little curl from Ty Barman, back over to Barman from Bergstrom. Brody Siner makes a cut into the middle, looking to get a little bit of high-low action. Bergstrom looking to take Gant one-on-one, and the ball stripped away by number 3, Porter Soyseth. Porter Soyseth from coast to coast for 2.
Those are the type of plays they need to get back in this game, is just fast point opportunities.
Got to have a goldfish memory. You miss those short, little easy ones. Getting the lead back for the Ray Jays is down to 15. Bergstrom with a short floater gets his own offensive rebound. Looks like Dirk Nowitzki no good with that one leg.
Can't have those ones, though.
Yep, Ty Barman from the Tioga Ace Hardware three-point line off a little hard. I talked to Coach Bergstrom. His three-pointers ain't falling so much for him, but they are for Brody Siner. Brody Siner adding 3 more to the hot hand, totaling 9.
If you give the Ray Jays about 5 possessions in one, you're probably not going to.
They're going to make those. That's 100% right. No, that's why you're the color analyst. Ball over to Julian Gant. Gant over to Novak. Novak over to Shane Cross. Kind of buried in the corner. Got to get some movement here from the Alexander Comets. 3-ball put up by Jacob Novak. Rebounded by Blake Bergstrom, and off to the races we go. Got a little contact from the side. Looking to play a little bit of rough, but Jaden Champion heads down the other way. A gather step. Nice looking 8-foot jump shot. Doesn't fall for him. I like the shot attempt. I like it from about 8 foot right there for him.
They're just shooting about 20% from around that arc right there in the paint.
You know, like any other shooter, they're going to fall. Shooters got to shoot. As Brody Siner take one. I think that's like his first miss of the game. Big rebound from number 11, Shane Cross, over to Julian Gant. Julian Gant back to the point guard, Jacob Novak. Novak sets the offense. The other way we go. Ball's in the hands of number 3, Porter Soyseth for 3. Short off iron. Bergstrom transition. Is he going to take it coast to coast?
Oh.
Tried to. We take a look at the RTC Network's instant replay. Just got a little bit of a wet spot. Had Julian Gant, if he didn't lose his position, he definitely would have converted that layup, no doubt. But Julian Gant's got to stay grounded, stay on the ball, as our RTC Network's replay showed. A little bit of slipping. Maybe there's some water, some moisture as kids are coming in and out of the gymnasium. Pressure put in. Ill-advised throw from Jaden Champion, picked off by Brody Siner. Siner over to Colton Grove. Colton Grove down to Jace Becker, looking to back down or maybe pull the trigger from outside. A little bit of body from Jaden Champion. Champion over to Ty Barman. Ty Barman looking to make something happen. 45 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Bailed out with a foul by number, I think they're going to ring up number 12, Colin Spell. His first personal second team foul.
And that allows Coach Bergstrom to get Blake back in the game for another offensive possession before the end of the first half.
I'd look to see Bergstrom, try to get a quick one here. 43.9 seconds, and you get a high ball screen, a nice little bit of hesitation. That 10,000-foot, the floater from Bergstrom is up and good for 2 more.
I can't remember who I was talking to, but we were like, you can't do that shot. Fade into the left with your right, and Bergstrom just has it perfected.
Yes, he can.
He can.
He can. As
He's
they look
one of
to
the exceptions.
Yes. Cross-court pass, nice-looking shot. As Colin Snell looking for a foul, stop playing. Ball picked up by Ty Barman. Ty Barman over to Bergstrom. Bergstrom giving him a little bit of an okey-doke. And some contact from number 5, Jacob Novak. I think it's going to be his first personal foul with 12.7 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, they called that one on the ground too?
That was on Soyseth, my mistake. Porter Soyseth getting rung up for his first personal foul as Jacob Novak heads to the bench. Ray J's looking to get 2 more, maybe 3 more. Can Ty Barman connect? Long from Ty Barman. Shot clock doesn't matter. Ooh. Big cut, huge deflection from Jaden Champion.
That was an easy 2.
That was a definite easy 2. 2 seconds on the clock. 3, no good. No good shot. No good shot went off as Jaden Champion is limping off, kind of twisted up his ankle a little bit. We're going to have to check into that as our NCC scoreboard looks this way. The Ray Jays 30, the Alexander Comets 10. We'll be back. Stick around for our Bank of Tioga halftime show.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Our paths are rarely clear-cut. You may step out of bounds, or even out on your own. No matter what it looks like, your path is personal, and that's what makes it powerful. Provera Bank, Insurance and Wealth.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you in part by Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota, offers custom on-the-farm grain cleaning for spring wheat, durum, and barley. Contact Ethan Bakken at 701-310-5007 or find him on Facebook at Border Mobile Grain Cleaning.
Since 1952, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, North Dakota has been Burke County's only full-service community-owned and chartered bank. We are committed to being the financial backbone of our community. Liberty State Bank, FDI insured.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you by
Northern Charm Boutique has a variety of apparel for all ages. We are locally owned and located on Main Street in Powers Lake. Shop in store or check out our website and like our Facebook page.
Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com.
Do you find yourself driving to the bank each week, writing too many checks each month, paying too many fees? As a business owner, you have a lot to worry about. Don't let banking be one of them. Contact the Bank of Tioga to explore how we can simplify your banking experience and empower your business to reach its full potential. Our team is committed to providing you with seamless banking experience tailored to your business needs. From digital banking solution to personalized support, we are here to help you thrive. The Bank of Tioga banks businesses, and we are here for you. Imagine if you had more time for what really matters. Do more with your money at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Lindsay Grocery is a locally owned and operated business in Crosby, North Dakota. We are committed to serving our community and region. With fresh baked goods, produce, and our in-house smoked meats, we've got you covered. Come experience the convenience and warmth of shopping local again. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lac provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
Ranchers, circle March 5th on your calendar. Sorensen Ranch of Granora will hold their annual sale at the Sydney Livestock Market Center in Sydney, Montana. Your source for composite Simmental bulls that are bred for docility, longevity, and fertility. Find them on Facebook at Sorensen Ranch and DV Auction.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media. My name is David Peterson alongside my partner for this afternoon's broadcast, Noah Fredrickson. Thank you for joining us with our Bank of Tioga halftime show with Bank of Tioga with locations in Tioga, North Dakota and up in Crosby, North Dakota. The scoring goes this way. We'll make it quick for the Alexander Comets. Porter Soyseth coming alive with 5 points in the second quarter, tallying his total to 5. Jacob Novak with 2. Jaden Champion with 3. Totaling 10 points, 5 in the first half, 5 in the second half, totaling 10 total points for the Alexander Comets. Definitely not their average right now, putting up close to about 70, I think it was.
Well, the Comets' offense struggles a little bit. They average about 53. That's why I asked Allard, what can he do to kind of increase that number? And that's an important issue for this team going forward, as against this fast-paced Ray team, they're only able to get 10 in the first half, on track for 20. They just got to find something on that end. Maybe making some bunnies would help.
And you look at the scoreboard on the other side of things, they are led by the freshman Jace Becker with 10, 3 in the first half, 6 in the second half, followed by Blake Bergstrom with 5, Ty Barman with 4, and Brody Sinar with 9 total points for the Ray Jays, with a total of 30 as they are out in front of the Alexander Comets 30-9, 14 points in the first quarter, 16 in the second quarter, totaling 30 for the Ray Jays, 5 in the first quarter for the Alexander Comets, and 10 total for the second half. If you're the Ray Jays, I mean, you're up 20 right now, you get it to that 30-point lead and you're happy with that and just let the clock run out. And on the flip side, Alexander, they got to get something figured out. Kind of a little bit of a developing story with Jaden Champion, as we saw him hobbling off to the locker room. His brother Colt Champion's already got 3 personal fouls, sat a lot of the game on the bench. But if he's out with foul trouble and Jaden is out with a knee or an ankle, maybe whatever it was, what's next for the Comets?
Yeah, it's just been a rough Saturday for them already in this first half. Only 10 points, and then those two, one with foul trouble, one with injury. If you can't have them for the second half, this one could get ugly. But if you're Alexander Comets and Coach A.J. Allard, you just want your team to show some life in the second half. You don't want to be one of those teams that just gets down 20 and then gives up and rolls over and dies. You got to show some fight.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt in my mind that Coach Allard's probably not ripping into them per se, but like, guys, we're down 20. We played probably the worst half of basketball that they've played all season long, putting up just 10 points. But there's no doubt that AJ is going to get something right between him and Trey. They're going to right the ship, and it will make it a competitive basketball game. But then on the other side, if you're head coach Michael Bergstrom, you're in at half, you're up 20. What are you telling your team?
Well, I feel like, honestly, Coach Bergstrom might be on them a little bit. I feel like, yeah, they got 30 points in the first half, but that's below their average for a first half score. They're up 20. Yes, the defense has been there, but their offense can take another step, a little better half-court offense, and there's definitely a lot to improve off in the second half, and we'll see what Bergstrom is going to have them do.
Yeah, the field goal shooting percentage, as A.J. Allard brought over to us their stats earlier this morning, shooting about 42%, and their total turnovers are only averaging about 12, and I have them for about 8 turnovers right now, and they're just silly turnovers. You're going from cross-court to cross-court, and Ray's just kind of sitting back and look like Jace Nelson playing the free safety position.
Yep. They're just really unforced. It's not like Ray's forcing them into it. They're just throwing dumb passes. They're getting flustered. They're lobbing them up. It's like they're not sure what they need to do. So then they just make a decision and go with it, and usually leads to Ray coming the other way.
Yeah, for sure. Ty Barman kind of won, maybe in a little bit of a slump, but shooters are going to get out of a slump. You shoot your way out of a slump. Coming into this contest, averaging about 17.1 points per game, 8.1 rebounds per game. Ball's not really falling for him right now. If you're Ty Barman, what's your mentality going forward?
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe he's frustrated that the last few games the points haven't been there, but teams are going to key in on him because he's one of the leading scorers. He's an 8th grader. They're going to try to pressure him, take him out of the game. But you can't really take Ty Barman out of the game because the rebounding, the blocks, the steals, he's everywhere on the court, and maybe the points aren't there, but that doesn't mean he's not doing everything for the team.
You got it, man. Hey, that's our Tioga Medical. Golly, I'm all over the place. I've got too many things running through my mind. That is our Bank at Tioga halftime show with locations in Tioga, North Dakota, and Crosby. We're going to send it back to the Tioga Medical Center sports desk for a quick timeout, and we'll be back with third quarter action right here from GameDay Media. This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
Hungry? Head to the Food Barn in Powers Lake. Open Monday through Saturday with daily lunch specials, a full breakfast menu, and don't miss Taco Tuesday on the last Tuesday of every month. Try Michael's Alfredo Pasta. It's a local favorite. Come on down to the Food Barn where good food meets great company. Big Memo Laser of Kenmare, North Dakota offers custom and personalized laser engraving for any occasion and on any surface. No order is too small. Visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and Etsy. That's Big Memo Laser of Kenmare, North Dakota.
Hey, welcome back into GameDay Media. My name is David Peterson alongside my partner Noah Fredrickson. Big thank you to the Tioga Pirates Booster Club, supporting all things Tioga Pirates, Williams County Firestorm, and Northwest Stars Gymnastics. The Tioga Pirates hung on a W last night against the Surrey Mustangs, and another W today, 2 in a row. It makes a win streak for Coach Albert and the Pirates with a 67-49 victory over the Drake Animus team down in Drake. Another one of our GameDay Media sponsors is Faith Baptist Church in Kenmare, North Dakota. Pastor Mike Fraunfelter and his congregation welcome you to Sunday school at 9:45 and worship at 11. The opening possession for our Northwest Therapy Services third quarter belongs to the Alexander Comets, and looking to get big cross-court action. Beautiful heads-up play from Ty Barman as he was buried, and that's just a hustle play right there.
That's what I was just talking about, is he's a hustler. He's everywhere on the court, and he's going to make plays, even if it's not scoring all the time.
And I feel like that was a point of emphasis. If I'm Coach A.J. Allard, I'm saying, Colt, listen here, dude. Oh.
Even better.
Oh. I saw it the other way, but what I say doesn't matter. I thought it was Rage or a
maybe he tipped
ball.
it after Barman tipped it or something like that. I don't know. I didn't quite get a good look on that one.
Maybe so. Needless to say, the running Ray Jays are out. The ball's in Ty Bergstrom's hands. Kind of not a very good pass over to Blake Bergstrom or Jace Becker. Jace Becker goes right reverse side. No good. Rebounded by Jacob Novak. Novak's looking to push, trying to get some offense going for these Alexander Comets, as you're looking for the matchup between Ty Barman and Colt Champion right here. Colt Champion about 25 feet from the basket, looking to hit a little bit of a high-low. Cross-court passes to get him open down on the block, as Ty Barman playing very good defense. A little bit of outsize, undermatch, but that's going to be a battle that we're going to be seeing for the next probably 4 or 5 years.
Yep.
As Novak hits one from three, a nice start for Jacob Novak and the Alexander Comets, getting 13, now down 17 points, 30-13 our NCC scoreboard. Ball's in the hands of Jace Becker, looking to go left with a little bit of fade, and gets the soft rims for Jace Becker to get 2 more points, adding to his total of 12 on the contest.
when you spend that much time in this gym, you're going to learn how to get those rolls.
Yeah, you know where to put the ball off the backboard, and you just kind of know a little bit, something about home court advantage as the Comets looking to get the ball into Jaden Champion's hand, down to Jason Champion. Ball goes down to the floor. It's going to be a scrum here as timeout, a full timeout, a St. Luke's Medical Center timeout as Coach A.J. Allard calls timeouts way to save a possession.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at hauglandinsuranceservices.com.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media. My name is David Peterson alongside Noah Fredrickson. Thank you for choosing Game Day Media, your live streaming sports coverage right here in Northwest North Dakota. We got a gauntlet of a schedule the week after next as Randy's on vacation. Kind of limits us a little bit more, looking to cover some Divide County Maroons boys basketball, coming off a big win last night down in Trenton, as Trenton is looking to take on the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers later this afternoon. Probably just started down in Trenton. Shot fake short, looked like it was off Jace Becker, but he stands inbound. Ball pushed up to Grady Parizek. Back over to Bergstrom. Bergstrom goes baseline. Too hard. Rebounded by Jacob Novak. Jacob Novak looking to push to Porter Soyseth. Soyseth over to the corner to Jaden Champion. A nice little layup. Nice take by Jaden Champion.
Yeah, it's good to see Jaden Champion return to the game. It doesn't look like he's really hobbled by that ankle or anything, so good to see him healthy.
Yeah, really landed awkward right at the end of the quarter. But Jace Becker going to work on the big man, the up and under, and his ability to do that as foul is drawn by number 25, Jaden Champion. Oh, missed it somehow. There it is.
I've talked about it a million times, but the footwork on that kid in the post, it's just such an advantage to have Blake Bergstrom being able to control the perimeter as a point guard, and then Jace Becker's pretty much the point guard in the low post.
Yeah, he does a fantastic job.
Awesome.
Undersized, Ray's just always had that. They've had Jake Smith back in my day, Brent Bingaman back in my day. Undersized, but their ability to get shots off against bigger players is just phenomenal. And Jace Becker going 2 for 2 from the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line, stretching their lead to 19, 34-15 over the Alexander Comets right here on Kurt Hadenfield Court in Ray, North Dakota. A hustle play from Jace Becker, ball pushed over and poked away by number 25, Jaden Champion. Good effort play right there.
Yeah, all the Ray Jays on this court, from Parizek to Bergstrom, they're making those hustle plays, and it's really helped them grow this 19-point lead here with 5:20 left in the third.
Bergstrom looking to come around a high double pick, short. Perfect pass to Ty Barman. Ty Barman finally gets a little bit of frustration vented out as the ball slams down to the ground. He did not do that deliberately. It's just the way these guys play. Personal foul goes against number 10, Julian Gant. His first personal foul, second team foul of the quarter.
This start to the second half is more what I thought the first half was going to be like, just more aggression on both sides. Both teams getting some good buckets here and there, but Ray Jays were able to control that first half.
Ty Barman is able to connect the old-fashioned way. 2 free throws, 2 points, tallying his total to 6 now for the 8th grader. Ball pushed up the floor by Jacob Novak. A little bit of a pressure, ill-advised pass, almost taken away by Jace Becker.
Oh.
Jace Becker, ball put in by Jacob Novak. A nice little floater of his own, getting 2 more for Jacob Novak, giving his total of 7 for the Alexander Comets.
Almost looked like a Colt Champion versus Parizek brawl was going to start out there.
I love the aggression that the Alexander Comets play with. They're very physical. Physically gifted as Jaden Champion runs a fast break. Ball just lost possession, out of bounds. Brody Sinar, I think the ball just got away from Jacob Novak, up out of his possession, but nonetheless able to kind of gather, get the ball under the hoop on the baseline, see if they can get a quick 2 here from the big man. Ball's in the corner, number 3, Porter Soyseth. Porter Soyseth brings it up high, trying to go baseline on Bergstrom, a nice little separation. Nice shot from Soyseth, no good.
Yeah, I like that shot. He's got to get more involved on the offensive end is what I'm thinking.
Definitely. There's another runner from Blake Bergstrom. Big rebound from Soyseth. Soyseth pushes over to Novak into the hands of Julian Gant. The 6'3" Alexander Comets plays a real nice defensive back for assistant coach, head coach of the football team, Julian Gant. Champion to champion off of Ty Barman. And those two are battling right there, boy. Oh, man.
The sophomore and the 8th grader are really getting into it tonight, but that's what you like to see. That's just two competitors going at it.
Yeah, nice heads-up play from Colt Champion. As number 11, Shane Cross checks into the game, seeing his first action of the third quarter, trying to get some action. Comes right in, shoots a 15-foot jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Blake Bergstrom. Bergstrom goes the other way up to Ty Barman. Ty Barman looking to get a quick one over to Jace Becker from the Tioga Ace Hardware three-point line. No good. Gathered by the big man. Champion, the Comets looking to push a little bit. Julian Gant with a little bit of a Euro step. And falls for Julian Gant, getting his first 2 points of the game, tallying to 2.
That might be their first transition points of the night. It just has been non-existent, but they get one there. They need more of that.
I like what Julian Gant, his size and his length, can bring to you. Fast, like the Euro step was able to complete there, and that's going to be the 4th personal foul on Colt Champion. That's a big 4th personal foul right now as Ethan Gillespie checks in for Champion.
Well, just like I asked Coach Bergstrom, is how do they limit the foul trouble that they've had? And now it's the Comets that are in foul trouble and not the Jays.
And Bergstrom's response was playing with our feet, not with our hands. But talk about that. Wow. Ty Barman going to work.
Look at the 8th grader go to work here.
Ball deflected by Julian Gant, covering up and in the hoop and the harm.
Yeah, look how he takes the harm, though, stays upright, finishes, and then goes to the ground.
Ty Barman going back to the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. No good. The unfriendly bounce for Ty Barman, the 8th grader, rebounded in the hands of Jaden Champion over to Gillespie, over to Novak, looking to let a trigger fly from here. Barman manning up 25 feet from the basket. Ball over to Ethan Gillespie. Gillespie looking for Gant. Gant's high up top, looking for a high-low. Nice pass from Gant. I like that looking.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pass, and that's the kind of game they want every possession, but Ray Jays have been playing great defense and not allowing those post entries.
No backside help from the Ray Jays causes an easy play for the Alexander Comets. Jaden Champion is a nice take from Brody Sinar. Brody Sinar going up for 2.
Another tough finish for the young Ray Jays as here comes Sinar down baseline, takes the Champion contact, and converts the 2.
And that's going to be a block all day long, located right inside of that restricted arc area. There's a reason why that arc is there, so there's less injuries, less fouls, or less drive injuries that happen from there.
You can really tell that the Ray Jays, all their players work the same stuff, the fake, the dribble, the drive, finishing through contact. They're just all so great at it. Barman gets another steal and then it slips out of his hands.
Jaden Champion picking up his 4th personal foul. So both the Champion brothers have 4 personal fouls, talking about it on the bench over there. Did that last free throw go in?
Yep.
For Brody. You got to appreciate guys that can keep track of stats and commentate at the same time.
For sure.
It is not an easy task, I tell you that. Long-range three-pointer from Ethan Gillespie, no good. Gathered by Jace Becker. Nice hustle play. I got the ball Ray J's way, and so does Sean Agee. Sean Agee, a fantastic official here in the Williston Basin Officials Association, along with Jarek Hansen and Leon Brackey.
You know Coach Allard told him we got to fight because you look at this third quarter, it's tied 11-11.
Right, yeah.
That first half's just been the story so far.
Bergstrom from deep, no good, rattled the rim, touched about every square inch of that rim with no good as the Comets look to push the other way. Ball try to get a gather step from number 15, Ethan Gillespie, into the hands of Colton Grove. Up they go. Barman, no good. Offensive rebound from Jace Becker. Don't bring it down, young man.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, David, is he skies for the rebound here, and he can just go up right there. But some guys just get into their head that they have to take that dribble and then go up.
Got to keep that ball high. He'll know that. He's only a freshman in high school. Played a lot of basketball for these Ray Jays. Bodied up by number 12, Colin Spell. Colin Spell getting used and abused down on that baseline from Jace Becker. Goes to work. 2 more for Becker.
Yeah, he got his 2 back. He missed one on that offensive rebound, so he had to get it back.
Another takeaway from the Ray Jays. Ball pushed into Brody Sinar's hands, over to Colton Grove. Grove over to Bergstrom. Bergstrom thinks about it, hesitates a little bit, back over to Sinar. Sinar's not afraid of pulling the trigger. Colton Grove with the offensive rebound. That's going to be a foul on the Alexander Comets.
Ray Jays just pushing the tempo. That was a beautiful pass from Siner to Grove, and then Grove kicked it to Bergstrom in the corner. As a shooter, I wanted Bergstrom to hit the corner three, kind of just to complete the beautiful passing, but Grove ends up at the line anyway.
Foul on Julian Gant. His second personal foul sends Colton Grove to the line for the double bonus. Makes 1 of 2. Thus far, the Alexander Comets already with 5 personal team fouls, and Grove makes them pay, putting 2 up on the scoreboard for his total, bringing his total to 2, as the Ray Jays extend their lead by 24, 45-21, with just over a minute to go in the third quarter, as the Alexander Comets looking for a little bit of action here. Ball into the hands of Porter Soyseth. Soyseth hands off to Jacob Novak. Got away, did not get away with the travel.
They just seem so stagnant on offense, and that's what's going to happen when you get both the Champion brothers in foul trouble and have to take them out of the game, is they don't really have that go-to, because that's 15 and 12 points per game.
Yeah, that's a lot of points sitting right there on the bench in foul trouble, and frustrated, no doubt, as substitution Colin Spell checks in for Porter Soyseth, giving him a blow with just over 60 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Ball driven in by Brody Sinar. Shots off by Jace Becker, gathered by Rope Murdoch, seeing his first action. All-time name, Rope Murdoch, for the Alexander Comets. And the Ray Jays transition the other way. Ball into the hands of Colton Grove. Colton Grove drives into the middle, dumps off to Grady Parizek. Over to Bergstrom. Off of Bergstrom's knee, Leon Brackey says it's Comets ball.
Yeah, that's one of the few Ray turnovers that we've seen really today, is they've been pretty decent on offense and keeping the ball as they get it right back.
Good hustle play from Colin Spell, as he's doing everything he can to kind of light the fire for these Alexander Comets. Big hustle plays, got away with a double dribble, travel. There you go. I think the ball was maybe knocked out of possession, but Sean Agee saw it as a travel.
It's one of those moments where both teams are just trying to do too much too quick, and it just turns into a hectic scramble for the ball.
Yep, sending Blake Bergstrom to the bench. Give him a little breather, kind of collect his thoughts a little bit on defense, as Alexander looks to try to handle a little bit of the pressure. Ball over to Shane Cross, back over to Jacob Novak. Novak crosses the timeline. We're closing in, 15 and counting, 14, 13. Ball's up high over to Colin Spell. Spell looks to try find some action. Going to get trouble there. 8 on the clock. Ball deflected by Ty Barman, just runs him over. Barman able to go coast to coast for 2. And to close out the quarter, the Ray Jays extend their lead to 47-21 on our NCC scoreboard. We'll be back with fourth quarter action live from Kurt Hadenfield Court right here in Ray, North Dakota.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oil field companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media. My name is David Peterson, alongside my partner this afternoon, Noah Fredrickson. Freddie, what do you think about that third quarter? Any difference changing that you're doing for the Ray Jays and the Comets?
Well, I mean, Alexander, they did what they needed to do. They showed some fight, but it kind of got away from them in the last 2 minutes of that third quarter. Ray was able to build their lead to 26, but you got to credit the Comets for coming out with some life, and then you got to credit the Ray Jays for finishing that quarter stronger than the Comets.
That's true. Our Northwest Therapy Services tip-off to quarter number 4. The final quarter number 4 is handled by the Alexander Comets. Shot put up by Ethan Gillespie's no good. Rebounded by Ray Jays. Ray Jays going the other way with a comfortable 26-point lead with 7 minutes and 40 seconds and counting on the clock, as Ball's into Brody Siner's hand, the junior. Shot fake by Grady Prezek, dumped over to Jace Becker. Around the horn they go. Bergstrom with a little bit of a floater is short. Good defense from the Comets, rebounded by number 25, Jaden Champion, into the hands of their point guard, Jacob Novak. Jacob Novak over to Ethan Gillespie up high. Ethan Gillespie, there's that high-low action from brother to brother.
Yeah,
from the same mother.
We haven't really seen that one to Champion as he's finally able to finish one.
His
It's
first
kind of been a struggle from the field so far.
First 2 points of the quarter, too, for sure, or of the game for
That's what I
Colt
thought.
Champion. Nice no-look from Blake Bergstrom, as we are going to get a highlight of that one afterwards. A nice no-look pass to Jace Becker, getting 2 more, tallying his total to 18. High score thus far. Turnover from the Comets. Brody Siner dumps it off to Bergstrom. Bergstrom short. A little bit of contact. Nice hustle by Jaden Champion, gets the ball back.
There's so much going on right now.
From Blake Bergstrom. Blake Bergstrom pulls it and says, all right, let's recollect here.
Getting a little ahead of ourselves.
Off the hands of the big thigh of Colt Champion. Jason Champion hard off the iron. No good. Second attempt, third attempt, fourth attempt is no good. That's got not a foul.
Not many fouls coming here right now.
Yeah, that ball's got to go in for the Comets if they want to have a little bit of a run here. Blake Bergstrom from deep, no good. Offensive rebound collected by Ty Barman, and everybody takes a little bit of a gap here, a little bit of a breath as ball's put into the 8th graders' hands. Ty Barman, here comes the Ray Jays in their weave motion. Siner over to Bergstrom. Bergstrom with a little dipsy-do, no good. A little bit too much English, and that's what we're talking about is Grady Prezek. Grady Prezek just brings so much to this Ray Jays team.
Yeah, as we look at him get the offensive rebound, but then Colt Champion says, no. We're not allowing an easy 2 down here.
If I'm going to go big here, and I'm going to protect the paint, and that's what you got to appreciate of the Champion brothers and their size. They protect the rim at all times.
That's really probably both of their best traits, is just on the defensive end and the low post. There's that mid-range jumper from Siner again. Sweet like butter down there.
Siner with 2 more, getting his total to 14 on the game. Julian Gant getting into trouble. A nice hustle play from Grady Prezek, playing free safety, picking him off.
Leading with his head into the mat, too.
Leading with his head into the mat. You got to love the hustle from these kids on both ends of the floor. They're both playing very, very hard with 5 minutes to go and 16 seconds and counting here from Ray. Ball's over to Jaden Champion. Over to Colt Champion. Colt Champion up no good with a foul.
Those are just the ones that Colt Champion hasn't been able to finish today, and that's going to be one of their big things going forward as we continue district play into the district tournament is he needs to finish. They need those points every night.
First personal foul on Ty Barman, first of the quarter against the team, and the first one is up and short for Colt Champion. Colt Champion gathers, goes back to the line, gives it a little bit of a dribble. Off back iron, offensive rebound, no, foul.
Well, that's what you talked about, David, was the Comets free throw percentage.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's getting much better tonight.
Yeah, their free throw percentage coming into the game was right at 38% with big, bold black letters from Coach Allard. Definitely need to work on this. Verbatim, word for word right there. But no doubt they're going to get to practice and they're going to be working on stuff like that as Ray Jays get the possession ball over to Becker in the corner. Becker thinks about it, looks at Siner. Siner looks to keep his hot streak going. Ball's into Bergstrom's hands. These guys do the weave so well as Bergstrom's kind of getting in trouble, bringing the ball down low like that right into these tough Alexander Comets hands here. Gets tied up by number 11, Shane Cross, as possession stays with the Ray Jays. Ball's inbounded to Jace Becker. Jace Becker, beautiful backdoor cut from Ty Barman. Ty Barman gathering his, kind of coming alive here, getting his 12th point of the quarter with only one team foul. Hardly any fouls for the Ray Jays as Grady Prezek got to know James Myers real well last week in Powers Lake. Ball put in by number 10, Julian Gant in the meantime. Julian Gant gathering his 4th point of the game. Nice little press break, and the Comets able to get a nice, 2-foot layup there.
it just feels like the Ray Jays, well, now I can't say it. I was going to say are playing smarter, and then they turn the ball over as soon as I start my thought.
Yeah, and a little Prezik, you got to love the appreciate the hustle on that, but Julian Gant kind of maybe a little bit of a contact foul there, but nonetheless, they look for a jump ball here as timeout. Coach Bergstrom looking for a timeout. Sean Agee kind of wondering what they're going to do. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Your score, 53 to the Ray Jays, 25 to the Comets. We'll be back after 30.
Growing family, the City of Ray has shovel-ready lots available, 12,000 to 20,000 square feet. The lots are free of any special assessments. Right on Highway 2, we offer convenient travel and connections, as well as access to our amazing education system. Your family's future is important to us. Let us help you with that first big step. Contact Rhonda at 701-568-2204 or stop by City Hall at 101 Main Street in Ray. Think of Ray when planning your future. Invest in a community that invests in you.
Welcome back into Game Day Media. My name is David Peterson, and ball is in possession of the Alexander Comets, looking to get some high-low action as Shane Cross drills a three-pointer, uncontested for Shane Cross.
Those three-pointers are rare to come by for the Comets, so it's nice to see one go in for them.
Yeah, shooting the ball from three-point about 30%, according to Coach Allard's stats. But you got to appreciate that. Coming out of the timeout that Ray took, their ability to come out and bury one right early into that possession.
Yeah, just one of those signs that they haven't given up, and they're still out there playing hard.
Battling through some foul trouble all game long has both Colt and Jaden Champion, as Ty Barman tries to go reverse. A little bit of a contact, no call, gathered by Jaden Champion. The other way he goes, ball off to his brother. Up and in, gathers, got 3 offensive rebounds there. Finally drops for Jason.
Patting the stat sheet a little bit.
Going to try to get that double-double off his own offensive rebounds, but doing a fantastic job getting it in. I like how he plays. You should see him on a football field, man. He's a scary, scary-looking football player. And
I would bet so.
And I bet you there's some teams around the area salivating at his talent.
Yep, especially as a sophomore, too.
Yeah.
So much more to grow.
Played a little bit of quarterback, running back, tight end. Like, he did everything for Trey Jacobson and the Alexander Comets. Making it into the playoffs for the first time. We were asking Coach Trey Jacobson on record. He said, I don't know when we last made the playoffs, but I know this is the first time we've been back to the playoffs since their football team came back. So happy for the Comets. Nice backdoor cut from Ty Barman. Never went in. Ball's into Bergstrom's hands. Over to the hot Brody Sinar. Kind of getting out of that corner. That's going to go up. Bergstrom from 3, no good. Jace Becker looking to volleyball. Spike that over to Grady Parizic. Gathered by the Comets into the hands of Jacob Novak. Jacob Novak going to try to do some damage here from the outside as the ball is handed into Julian Gant, to the big man, up and in for 2 for Colt Champion, able to come in with a nice fourth quarter, getting 6 consecutive points for the Alexander Comets.
It's a nice hook shot to get him going. He's starting to find a rhythm here in the late fourth quarter.
Soft little baby hook for him as the Ray Jays transition the other way. Jace Becker, they're happy with just having this lead, going to dribble it out, use all of that shot clock, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Just getting at 90 seconds here to go in this final fourth quarter as Brody Sinar looks to get his name back in the books as he goes in for a nice spin move. Contact for 2.
And usually the Comets are pretty good at collapsing without fouling, but that time they just clobbered Sinar.
Brody Sinar makes his way back to our Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. The first one is good. And before we started, the girls led off with Matt Heyer's girls Ray Jays. Weren't able to get here for that one. Had some personnel issues. Couldn't get James out of bed, maybe, right? James Myers covering everything for us tonight, doing a fantastic job as always. As Brody Sinar goes 0 for 2 from the charity stripe as Novak quick the other way, looking for a little bit of a contact. Brody Sinar transitioning down court the other way, looking like he's going to take this to the house. No good. Ball falls into the hands of Julian Gant and into Jaden Champion. Closing in on 75 seconds to go as Novak looks to pull the trigger from deep. Julian Gant trying to get something off here. 3-point attempt from Shane Cross, no good. Falls into the hands of Jaden Champion, back into Cross's hands. Ball's out of bounds off Ty Barman. And with the 30-point, hitting 30 points, that clock is going to run. And I think both Coach Bergstrom and Coach Allard are ready to wave the white flag. But until we get to there's 45 seconds and counting.
Why is the clock running right now if it's only 22 points?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have to check.
Maybe they did both agree on it.
Ball gathered by Blake Bergstrom and balls in the hand of Ty Barman. Don't go anywhere. Our DNL Paraffin postgame show, we're going to make Noah see how fast he can get down to the court and talk to winning head coach Michael Bergstrom and the victorious Ray Jays as they are 15 seconds from moving their record to 7-4 on the season, and the Alexander Comets falling to 500 at 5-5. Your final score from Ray: the Ray Jays 54, the Alexander Comets 32, officially in the books. Stay with us. We will find our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game alongside our coach's comments from winning head coach Michael Bergstrom and our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Located in Stanley, North Dakota, the mission of Montreal County Medical Center is to provide quality health care services to Montreal County and the surrounding area, and have done so since 1960. We are proud to be a part of Stanley's integrated healthcare system that includes our critical access hospital, nursing home, assisted living apartments, independent living apartments, and an aquatic center. To schedule an appointment with our great providers, call us at 701-628-2505 or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota, offers custom on-the-farm grain cleaning for spring wheat, durum, and barley. Contact Ethan Bakken at 701-310-5007 or find him on Facebook at Border Mobile Grain Cleaning.
Since 1952, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, North Dakota has been Burke County's only full-service community-owned and chartered bank. We are committed to being the financial backbone of our community. Liberty State Bank, FDI insured.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
Brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
Sund Manufacturing is hiring exceptional welders, carpenters, assembly technicians, and coating technicians. If you're right for Sund, Sund is right for you. Since 1939, we've been making quality equipment and parts for the oil field and beyond. We're world-class, family-owned, and all-American. And as our business grows, we need to grow our team in Newburgh, North Dakota. Sund Manufacturing offers great pay, great benefits, and a great community to raise a family. Apply today.
Looking for top quality groceries and ready to go meals? Visit The Depot, owned by Julie and Josh Bummer in Crosby, North Dakota. This specialty grocery store offers a wide selection of premium meats, including 100% ranch source beef from the Nelson Livestock Company, essential grocery items, and delicious pre-made meals perfect for any occasion. If you're planning family dinner, need something fast, or need a special order for an upcoming event, The Depot has you covered. Support local and shop The Depot in Crosby today. Find us on Facebook at The Depot LLC.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota, offers custom on-the-farm grain cleaning for spring wheat, durum, and barley. Contact Ethan Bakken at 701-310-5007 or find him on Facebook at Border Mobile Grain Cleaning.
Since 1952, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, North Dakota has been Burke County's only full-service community-owned and chartered bank. We are committed to being the financial backbone of our community. Liberty State Bank, FDI insured.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media. My name is David Peterson. We've got Noah Fredrickson courtside with the ever smiley and always happy coach Michael Bergstrom. Take it away, Noah.
All right, we're down here for our Continental Resources coaches' comments. Coach Bergstrom, just a weird game. What did you learn about your team's identity in a 54-32 win?
Well, we needed to find out if we can win games when we don't, shoot particularly great or play at the speed we maybe want to. And there's going to be teams that are going to try to do that to us. And, we had a running clock and only scored 54 points. So that was a good thing for us. I like being able to see that because we're going to have to do that in big games. For sure. And what was lacking from the offense? I mean, 54 points, that's probably closer to one of the season lows, kind of in that gray area. But what do you want to see more on that end? I mean, nothing really. We didn't shoot at the rate that we maybe shoot at. We didn't get in transition a ton. We turned them over a lot, but not for a lot of buckets. We probably shot a little under our season average. But again, I mean, we found a way to have a running clock with not playing maybe quite as efficiently. But like I said, we're going to have games like that. So yeah, and it's good to win those games. You learn a lot about your team. But I kind of want to talk about Blake Bergstrom and Jace Becker. I kind of referred to as Blake Bergstrom, the point guard of the perimeter, and Becker, the point guard of the post. What do you like about how those two gel together? Well, they've played thousands of basketball games together, so they're very well connected. They're both really good leaders, but we got a team full of really good leaders. I just think that we're very well connected, and Jace is he's a little bit more vocal. Jason Brody are a little more vocal. Blake and Ty and Grady are a little bit more not quite as vocal, but they all really meshed well together. So that's the nice thing about this team. We have a lot of really good players, a lot of talented players, and we don't need one guy to carry us every night. And they complement each other really well because they're all very unique but very good in their own ways. Yeah, for sure. Fun squad to watch. Congrats, Coach, on the win, and we'll probably talk to you later. Thank you. Back to you, David.
Hey, thanks, Noah. Excellent job, excellent interviews. We're going to try track down our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. Spoiler alert, Jace Becker. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Hungry? Head to the Food Barn in Powers Lake. Open Monday through Saturday with daily lunch specials, a full breakfast menu, and don't miss Taco Tuesday on the last Tuesday of every month. Try Michael's Alfredo Pasta. It's a local favorite. Come on down to the Food Barn where good food meets great company. Big Memo Laser of Kenmare, North Dakota offers custom and personalized laser engraving for any occasion and on any surface. No order is too small. Visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and Etsy. That's Big Memo Laser of Kenmare, North Dakota.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
Hey, welcome back to Game Day Media. Noah has tracked down JB. JB and Noah, take it away, Noah.
Down here with our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, referring to you as JB up there. But 54-32 final, kind of a weird game. What did you as the players on the court learn about your team identity tonight?
Well, I thought we played our best defensively and rebounded the best we've done all season, and we're starting to improve on that, and I think we'll just keep going up from here and hopefully keep getting better.
Yeah, that's definitely a big part for a team like you is just the defensive rebounding. You guys are 7-man rotation maybe, and just Ty Barman's been huge on that end. You've always been huge. But I kind of wanted to talk about you and Blake Bergstrom, your first cousin. He's kind of the point guard of the perimeter. Like I was talking to Coach Bergstrom, you're the point guard of the post. Kind of talk about how you guys gel together and what you guys do to prepare for the season.
Well, I mean, we've been playing like that since we've been in second grade, and it's just kind of keep carrying it on when we get older.
And it obviously shows the amount of games you played. But, yeah, you had 18 points tonight. That kind of seems about your average, probably averaging 6 rebounds, 5 assists. What do you like the most about your game so far this season?
I feel like I've been able to rebound a lot better this year than I have in previous years, and hopefully I can keep that up.
Yeah, and as you grow and grow in height, the rebounding usually comes. So congrats on a great game. Our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. Back to you, David.
Get used to hearing and seeing that name. Jace Becker, the fantastic freshman for Coach Michael Bergstrom and the Ray Jays. As we roll on with our DNL Paraffin postgame show, don't go anywhere. We got our stats to go over, where we're going to be next week, and what basketball looks like going forward.
Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oil field companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media. Thanks for tuning in. We had a good one. The final score from Ray was 54-32, and the scoring goes like this. From the Alexander Comets side, Porter Soyseth with 5, Jacob Novak with 7, Julian Gant had 4, Shane Cross had 3, a nice big three-pointer out of a timeout for Coach A.J. Allard. Jaden Champion with 7, and his brother Colt Champion with 6, totaling 32 total points from the Alexander Comets. Not quite to their points per game average of about 55. Nonetheless, good fought effort from Alexander. On the Ray Jays side, the victorious Ray Jays side, led by all scorers Jace Becker with 18, Blake Bergstrom with 7, Colton Grove with 2, Ty Barman getting his 12, and Brody Seiner having a fantastic ball game, coming in with 15, totaling 54 points, 30 at the half, 54 in the fourth quarter. They come alive in the second half was the Alexander Comets, 10 at halftime, 32 in the third quarter. Final closing comments from you, Noah.
Well, that's why I wanted to ask Bergstrom and Jace Becker about a weird game, because it was just a weird game, 54-32. It was almost like they were stuck in between the Comets type of play and the Ray Jays type of play, and it kind of just ended up being a weird game because both teams were under their points per game average, and then we were looking at the Ray Jays scoring book. Jace Becker and Signer and Ty Barman were all double digits, but usually they have that fourth, like Bergstrom, so the points just weren't as easy to come by, but we kind of expected that with the Comets defense. But it's going to be the Comets offense. That's going to be the story of the season, if they can get it going or not.
For sure, no doubt we're going to be seeing these Ray Jays again here on Game Day Media as we take a look at our schedule next week. Next week we're going to tip off in Tioga with the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers coming to town to take on the Tioga Pirates. Tip-off started for 7:15 live from the ship. And then on Thursday, we're going to go back to Tioga, and the Divide County Maroons coming into town to take on the Tioga Pirates. Thursday afternoon, 7:15 tip-off. And then on Saturday, we're going to see these Ray Jays again. We're going to see the Ray Jays girls basketball team as well. And with a doubleheader boy-girl action between the Ray Jays and the Divide County Maroons up in Crosby, North Dakota at Barry Hagen Court. So, with that being said, we know what we're going to do. We got to get home and watch football. We got a big weekend of football. We have the Chiefs. I think James has been tracking the Chiefs. The Chiefs are losing right now. I know your Notre Dame Fighting Irish are going to hang a good one. I got some good friends in Tioga that they have to win, or he's going to probably take 3 or 4 days off of work in order to recover from the loss. But thanks for tuning in. The final from Ray is the victorious Ray Jays 54, the Alexander Comets 32. The Ray Jays improved to 7-4, and the Alexander Comets fall to 500 at 5-5. For Noah Fredrickson and James Myers, the eyes in the sky. My name is David Peterson. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you Tuesday afternoon.
Tonight's Game Day Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, O'Theone Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, Tioga at Border Plains Equipment of Stanley.
Located in Powers Lake, North Dakota, the Country Store has what you need. From hardware to everyday essentials, including FR clothing, power tools, and even embroidery and screen printing. You can find most everything at the Country Store. There's always a friendly face willing to help you find what you need at the Country Store. Jared and Brenda invite you to visit them on Main Street in Powers Lake. The Country Store has been in business for almost 50 years. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Give us a call at 701-464-5434 today.
Tonight's Game Day Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, O'Theone Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, the Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency. Montreal County Health Center. Brandy Larson Insurance Agency. Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor. Border Mobile Grain Cleaning. Wham! LLC and Dry Fork Supply. Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake. Crosby Chiropractic. The City of Ray. Lindsay Grocery. Northern Charm Boutique. Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative. Brook Divide Electric Cooperative. Mirex Petroleum Corporation. Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club. Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare. Ray Farmers Union Elevator. Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated. Tioga Pirates Booster Club. The Depot LLC. Big Memo Laser. TNT Measurements Incorporated. The Food Barn. Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated. Sund Manufacturing. Sorensen Ranch. Western Education Regional Co-op. RTC Networks. Flag Family Media.